it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success, while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. One more flex. Hey, that was not a bad rep. I still need to get the motions down a little bit, but yeah, the timing of the voice is getting better. Thank you, Shia. We are now in the streaming mindset. Let's do this. Hey, my name's Jared. I've been playing drums for 25 years. Still got plenty of stuff to work on. Today, I'm going to use an exercise. Actually, it's more like a tool. It's called Slow, Fast, Slow. And you can find it here. There's a opposite version, which is called Fast, Slow, Fast. And I'm going to use that to work on my left hand, trying to improve it. And, just get better at this whole drumming thing. But before I do that, I'm going to warm up. So, let's scroll that. All right, cool, we're good. Let's warm up with something fun to play. There's over 1,700 hours of free drumming content on my website. Lots of stuff to keep you and I busy for quite some time. And, I'm going to warm up with Diddle timing. First, I got to turn the volume up. Turn it down because of copyright with Shia. Don't want to get sued. Scroll down, and on any one of these play-alongs, you could find timestamps, and you can use that to jump to a specific BPM and practice to it. So we're going to warm up, stretch and massage, and then we'll get into slow, fast, slow. Looks like there's a slight delay in the timing of the cameras. Interesting. Or maybe it's just two people who have the same tattoo who are just playing along on the exercise. I make ridiculous comments like that, and people on the internet sometimes believe me. I'm assuming their children haven't learned sarcasm yet. Don't take everything literally. Trying to find a good tempo to just kind of sit with for a few clicks. Might be 135. Maybe 130. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to find out this morning's episode of Jared Likes to Play Stuff. Yeah, let's sit with this one. This works. Oops. Forgot a measure. Thinking about a story my wife told me. Whoops. Thumb came off the stick. Last rip. Nice. All right, let's stretch and massage. But first. Yeah. All right. Just in the microphone, so it's a little bit more in front of me. Cool. Here we go. So this stretch routine, something I recommend you doing. It will help keep your hands healthy so you can drum more. All right, so I'm going to pull in, starting with underhand grip. You pull in with the other one, and then you push it back out, and you're back in underhand, but all twisty. Twisty, twisty, twisty. And then you go back all the way you came. Now, if you do traditional grip, rotate and hold, and then rotate the other direction and hold for like 20, 30 seconds. But I don't do that anymore, so I'm not going to do that. Now I'm going to stretch the underside of the tendons like this. Yesterday when I did it, I demonstrated it on the pads. Today I'm going to demonstrate it on the wall. Lower you go, the deeper the stretch. Don't put all your weight into it. You don't want to break stuff. I love that my doggo loves the two-story doggo bed I built for her. I can't speak. It's like a little fort. All right, so now I'm going to stretch the top side of the forearms. So, yeah. And yesterday I demonstrated it on the pad. You can also do it on your leg. You can also do it on the wall. The higher you go, the deeper the stretch. But again, don't put all your weight into it. You don't want to break stuff. And by stuff, I don't mean your hands. I mean your wall. Just kidding. It's a joke. Okay. Now, I'm doing thumb to thumb. Stretching. And then index to index. Just trying to stretch the fingers. You could do it one at a time like this, but this just goes twice as fast if you do the same finger on the same finger of the other hand. Or I guess you could also like do it like this. Like this. So that's another way you can do it. Let's do it that way. Demonstrate something different. Wow. Constant, iteration, refinements. Let's improve, folks. Now, I'm going to do thumb on top, fingers are underneath, and I'm going to massage. Ooh. My dog is cute. Our dog is cute. What?
Good morning.
Ohio.
Ohio.
Nebraska.
Alaska.
All the scuzz.
I almost said New Zealand.
Close.
I'm American. I don't know geography.
Got a doggo who's coming to say hello. Alright, now I'm going to massage the other side. Ooh, my left hand's tight. Let's remedy that in a moment. No? Yes? Okay. Good. Maybe. Alright, now I'm going to massage the back side of the hand. And then the thumb is going to massage the palm. Good morning. Found me on the tube of you? Did you find me on a shorts? Shorts? Just joke. Yeah, sorry. I'm curious about the story behind your name. Yeah, sure. Alright, so trying to relax the fingers, and especially the base right here. It's a little tight for myself, which is no good. Yeah, I release right now, what is it? 4 shorts a day? I was doing like 10 when I was creating more gaming stuff. But now that I'm creating like all the Scratch content, like the coding like tutorials, I've been releasing less of the gaming stuff, but we'll get back into that. No need to know. All right. To each their own. Story behind my name is, it's my name. When am I playing Fortnite again? Tonight. So if you go to /schedule on my website, it shows you what I'm playing, when I'm playing next. So we're going base to tip of the fingers. Yeah, sometimes I game with viewers. Tonight, I'm most likely going to be gaming with my wife. But in future streams, maybe, if people stick around and like I get a good sense that they understand the vibe that I'm going for with the stream, like keeping things family friendly and like just having fun playing and working together as a squad, then yeah, I invite people. Like Ghost and Dab Boss were viewers of the stream, and we did a test run. All right, we're going to try out a game. Cool. That was fun. Maybe next time. And then maybe a couple games, and then eventually expanded to we're playing quite a bit. Yeah, I just don't want, like, I've had some people jump in to Fortnite streams in particular, and they don't necessarily match the vibe. They don't seem to understand what I'm trying to do as a streamer, and, like, to each their own. There's many ways to stream. My way's not the way. But it is the way that I'm going to stream. And so, as long as people vibe with that, then cool, we're good. All right, let's do this. All right, so now that we've stretched and massage, now I'm going to play faster than I should. Fun tips for streaming. What do you want to know? What about my content did you like that you want to learn more about? Because I can tell you content creation is interesting. could talk about it for days. I'm enjoying it. It's my latest obsession. It's getting better at it. And I will say that a lot of the stuff that I think is going to do really well does not do well. And a lot of the stuff I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll post this. And then it gets like tens of thousands of views. Okay, that was weird. Trying to go give you red guides about but yeah, if you have, I don't know what you mean with that. Yeah, so I've got plenty of tips and whatnot. I will say, create more content than you think you can. If you release like a video a week or a short a week, you're likely not going to grow. Especially if you're new to it. So when I first started, like, the quality of content is drastically different than it is now a year and a half later. Like, I have significantly improved as a streamer, as a content creator, like creating shorts, creating long form content, etc. So like, even just being comfortable drumming on camera, like, I never practice in front of other people. So this took a long time to get comfortable with. And now I laugh at mistakes. Whereas before I got anxiety. Another tip is to watch your streams. All of it. Watch the streams that go well, and especially watch the streams that don't go well. Literally watch every one of your streams. So I listen to them at like 2 times speed while I'm working on like creating play-alongs like this, or while I'm working on aim training, I'll have it on the other screen and I'll watch it. And then use that to find the moments that are working well, in your opinion, and that you'd like to share in short-form content. And then have that short-form content point towards long-form content. But the stuff that you are watching, reflect afterwards and go, what worked well? What could I improve on that? That's how you get better over time. Another thing that I'd recommend is don't take advice from people that you would not pay for their advice. So, for example, if you have some friends who are dabbling in streaming and content creation or have never done it at all, and they've got opinions on what you should do or how you should do it and the approach you should do, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. Like, I listen to Devin Nash. Devin Nash owns an agency that provides services for like big streamers. Like, we're talking Amaranth level, so millions of followers and whatnot. He's somebody that I'll listen to because he knows what he's talking about. But like my uncle who's never even opened TikTok before, not gonna listen to what you have to say. Sorry, uncle, you don't know what you're talking about. Getting on trends or on specific genre. Okay, so yeah, let's give me a moment to think about how I want to respond to that, because I have thought about that. And my answer is right now a firm no. You're also a YouTuber? You got 100,000? Nice. Yeah, so in terms of trends, no. I'm not a fan of the trend jacking or hopping, as some people call it. So the reason why I'm not a fan of that is because it's the kind of content that I'm not interested in creating. I'm interested in creating educational content or like gaming, like funny moments or moments to show, hey, you don't have to rage quit every time you play a game, etc. And a lot of the like trend jacking that I see people do, it's like not the kind of content I'm interested in creating. And so I'm trying to make stuff that I'm actually passionate about. And so I know it's going to be a slower path, but if I start following like the Mr. Beastification of like YouTube and create content like that, as opposed to content I actually enjoy, eventually you'll deviate so far away from the things, like the reasons why you actually went into this to begin with, that you might lose the passion and drive for creating content. And having made content for the last year and a half and full time on it for the last like 8 months, my drive is even higher than it was when I first started. So I don't want to start creating stuff for other people. I want to create stuff that I think is of value rather than just trying to get more views, if that makes sense. But to each their own. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're just trying to be like an influencer, quote, and not necessarily worry about like what specific type of content you want to create, and you just want eyes on your content and make money from that, then yeah, trend jacking is the way to go. But for me and what I want to do, that is not the kind of content that I want to create. Like if you look at my website, it's broken down into computer science, drumming, and gaming content. It's not like, look at this viral dance and song. Which, since you're interested in this, at least it seems like you are, let me share some of my thought processes here. So the way YouTube works in particular is it measures the click-through rate of people clicking on it and then how much they actually watch when they watch this. If somebody looks at this video of this particular exercise, it's over 2 hours long. If they look at this, they're likely not going to click on it, especially because I have like over 1,000 play-alongs on my website and on my YouTube channel. This is not going to get a high click-through rate because I've got so many to go with, especially like the grid variations. There's almost 700 grid variations here. So there's 279 in triplet, 389 of 16th notes. When you click on one of these, if you play through this, you might play for like 10 minutes. Cool. That is a very low percentage of engagement in terms of somebody watched 10 minutes out of a 2-hour video. YouTube's going to look at that and go, oh, they don't like the video. Well, no, it's just the 10-minute range of BPMs that they're comfortable playing with and that they wanted to work on that moment. And YouTube's going to notice, well, you ignored all these other 388 videos, so this must not be great content. So this content does not get shared widely like something like Mr. Beast, which would have everything refined very narrowly and compressed into making it so that like it's going to have a high watch time percentage. So what I'm ending up doing to try and point people towards these resources, because it's not going to get shared by YouTube, and I think there's a lot of value in these resources that I'm creating, and I want people to find it, is I'm doing all these live streams. All these live streams, I am then taking the time to listen to them while I'm, again, creating sheet music or doing aim training or whatever. And I am then taking that stuff and turning it into those little shorts, which is the thing that you happen to find. These little shorts then all point toward the longer form content. So they always have like my website, the /drum in it, and then they like will often like demonstrate, like if you see right here, the sheet music and whatnot. So it makes people go, oh, there's a play along that I can work with, etc. So all of these are basically little ads coming out of my own practice time, and it all points back towards here. So I'm trying to make it so that I can practice while I cultivate a community, and while I then create some content that points to the longer form content. So you have to think about like what's likely going to get shared and what's not, and then how do you actually point people towards the stuff that's not going to get shared that you actually want people to use? Because this is the valuable content right here, are these free play-alongs, in my opinion. But anyways, that may have been a deeper dive than you cared for, but hey, it's my stream. I do what I want. All right, so last time when I did slow, fast, slow, I was working on this with my left hand. I'm trying to just get 16th notes and whatnot. how fast did I go? I'm just trying to get my left hand to match my right hand better. Oh yeah, the stream crashed at the very end. Because Streamlabs is being wonky. I think I went up to like 80. Maybe it was 90. Okay, it looks like 90. Yep, okay, cool. Sweet. Which, speaking of, in all the play-alongs, all 150 of them, or all of the practice sessions, rather, I do include timestamps so you can see what I worked on at specific moments. And then sometimes I'll include timestamps where I like answer a question that people ask or leave on the different videos and whatnot that I create. So you can use that to kind of like learn some different things or see longer answers than I can fit in the 59-second short that I can create for the tube of view. Oh, I don't pull up other people's content on here because, like, think about, like, again, I'm trying to go for family friendly, and I don't know what your content is on there, and so I don't want to pull up something that, like, get me demonetized. But when I go back and review this video, I'll hear myself mention this, and I will actually look up your YouTube. I'm assuming it's the same name and whatnot, and that's how I can find it. But let's go to here. So we're going to do slow, fast, slow, and I'm doing 16th notes. Roblox, nice. I haven't actually played Roblox. I play Minecraft, which is like the closest thing that I can think of to it. My wife and I played it. I actually proposed to her by modding Minecraft. It's kind of funny. It took me months to work on it because I had to do it when she would leave in secret. Okay, so this exercise... So I'm going to do the 16th notes, and I'm doing a slight emphasis with my hands. Nothing too big. Just trying to get my left to match my right. And this is going to slowly go all the way up to 90 BPMs. And then go back down to 40. So it's a great way to like work on a rudiment, a beat, groove, whatever. Technique. And so I'm doing small accents because I want to focus on nice rotation, slight rotation in the hand. I have a modified rotary grip. It's not French. It's using the American technique. So not flat like German, not thumbs up like French. There's a slight rotation where the inside of my wrist goes up while the outside of my wrist goes down. And my left hand does not match my right hand as well as I would like because I marched there. So I did traditional for several years. And so my match grip is suffering. Again, just a small accent. Really focusing on that wrist motion on this rep. And what I'm going to do after I do this a couple of times and get up to like a 9-inch and 3-inch accent and tap, I'm going to pull up the full screen camera and then watch back and critique my technique. Figure out what else I can work on. A little flammy. I think my left hand's a little high. Let me adjust that. In terms of the hand position, not just the playing height. So it's gonna make me sound worse as I modify my technique a little bit and try and adjust. So again, just doing a slight emphasis on the notes. Trying to focus on relaxed wrist, relaxed fingers. Now it's going to slow down. Now that I went to my maximum tempo that I set for myself, you can set it to a higher tempo or a lower one. Oh yeah, that's right. Roblox is like a many different games. It's interesting. I appreciate the recommendations. I'm actually planning on doing, what's it called? Callisto Protocol is the next single-player game I'm going to do. But that's probably going to be in a couple of months when I start doing that again, because I got a ton of computer science stuff that I'm creating. And then I'm going to create more of the scripted drumming stuff. I've got a backlog of games that I want to go through. Yeah, God of War is sweet. It's a good series. I do have the new one, Ragnarok. I think Ragnarok's the newest one. I haven't played it yet, so that's the one that I'm planning on streaming. Maybe I'll do that after the Callisto Protocol. Oops, too heavy on the accents. Whoop, please. Yeah, so my left hand is still, it's flammy. Just trying to get used to this. Staying lower without hitting the rim. It's making progress though. Slowly but surely. So next rep, I'm going to do the same thing, except this time I'm going to pull the accents up a little bit higher. So instead of an emphasis, I'm brushing, so I'm talking. I'm going to put like a 6-inch accent on it with 3-inch taps. And again, trying to keep my left hand low. I'm going to flip the question back to you. I don't want to call you No Life. I know that's your name, but what recommendations? Oh, you got to go? All right, cool. No worries. Appreciate you stopping in for so long. Sam? All right. Again, I appreciate it, Sam. Too heavy on the accents. I gotta get better at asking questions when I'm streaming. Area of improvement. My left hand's still a little high. Shame. Alright, now we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna keep it at the same tempo, but this time I'm gonna do 6-inch accents. And again, if you look in the timestamps, you can go all the way up to 240. It would take you a while to get through that. There's a reason why this is a 6.5-hour play along, because these are long. But when you're doing this, just click on whatever timestamp you want, and then boom, it jumps you straight to it. So we're gonna go 40, 90, 40 again, and this time I'm gonna have 3-inch taps, 6-inch accents. It's good to start with like a strong bass with the lower taps, and then to slowly add in the accents. Another way that you can do it is you can start with accents and you slowly lower the taps while keeping the accents at like whatever height you start at. Okay, so again, I'm focusing on my left wrist. I'll look down more while I do it. Make sure it visually matches my right. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sam. What I was going to ask, if you're interested in and have the time to respond, is what advice would you recommend as somebody who also creates content. I guess that's one thing that I also would recommend is I don't focus on views. I actually have the viewers hidden. So I have no clue if there's 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people, or 0 people. I just assume that people will get something out of this watching it either live or after the fact. And again, I'm trying to create little shorts that I can share to point towards the resources like this playlist. Making micro adjustments. It's causing a little bit of dirt. The left hand's flattening out a little bit. That's no good. Slowing down. Or still in acceleration mode. Disengage. Having to remind myself to flatten out my hand. That's the idea. Still a little rushed. Slow down, Jared. Calm down. Okay, so next rep is going to be at 9-inch accents and 3-inch taps. And I'll put it full screen for the camera. So that way we can analyze my technique. Because I'm going to go back and watch it again afterwards. Trying to figure out what can I do to improve it. Hiccup. Perdóname. Sumimasen. Ah, my dear friend, 40 beats a minute. It's good to see you again. All right, let's pause there. Get some water. Stay hydrated, folks. It's important. So I'm going to do this again. Again, we'll go back down to 40, 90, 40. In the timestamps in the description. And then I'm going to switch it over to the full screen cam. And if anyone's watching and you feel comfortable with it, you feel free to put in the chat either while I'm playing through this, which is going to take, 7 minutes to do that, or after the fact when I go back and pull this up and watch the stream again. Put things that you think are working well and things that I could improve on this. If you're comfortable with it, no pressure. You don't have to. Let's switch over to here. Realized that Mike was pointing down rather than towards me. Oops. Almost forgot. 9. Again, I'm trying to focus on my left hand, keeping that low. Has a tendency to have the hand be high up like that. It's a little flammy, but that makes sense because of the technique adjustments I'm making. It's going to make it sound a little worse before it gets better. Like it might be better feel, a better match, but the timing will be a little off. And then you got to correct for that after you've fixed the feel. Hello, Noah. How you doing? From a top down, my hands are looking better in terms of matching. There's still areas of improvement. I guess I could frame it that way. But it's better. It looks like my fingers are kind of better matching each other, my index fingers, in terms of not having one closed and one open. And again, my left is lower now, which is good. Yikes. Getting flammy. Pad was falling off. It's sliding again. No good. My left hand feels weird. It's like it's working muscles in ways it's not used to. Interesting. So again, if you have thoughts on what's working well, what could I improve, you're more than welcome to put it in the chat. We're going to break this down here in a moment. Right now we're at 59. Oops. I can't talk and drum sometimes. Once it gets all the way back down to 40, pull up the stream and we'll watch and try to figure out what can I refine on the next technique stream. And then we'll chop out, have some fun, playing something fast. Alright, let's pull this up. So, if I actually just go onto here and then click on the live stream, which by the way, you can find these if you go to the playlist, not podcast, that'll give you computer science stuff. But if you go to the playlist or on the home screen and you just click on the header for the drumming content, it'll show you only the drumming stuff so you can ignore all the gaming and computer science education stuff. But if you go to here, this is where you'll find all the previous live streams. So, by the way, let's mute myself. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this back up. Oh, I can't see how fast I was playing, though. Okay, so let's slow this down to 0.25 times speed. Okay, I'm going to turn off the sound, so I'm going to mute it for now. So let's just look at it. So again, the left hand still has my left hand, the hand on the right side, still has like the finger extended, which is like fine, as long as it's not straight. That curvature hanging on the edge of the stick is like nothing wrong with that. But the right hand is not matching that, so it's going to give me a little bit of a different sound and a little bit of a different feel. You can still see that my left hand is flatter than my right hand is. So if you look right here, this is at a flatter angle than this is. So this is at a steeper angle. So that's something that I can continue to work on with this. And then again, my hand is slightly higher. Like if you go straight across from the wrist bone to the wrist bone, or from like the base of the thumb to the base of the thumb, and then from the tip of the thumb to the tip of the thumb, you can see that it's higher overall. And so this angle of the stick is having to be at a different angle than this one because of that. So I need to continue to lower this. It is a little bit better, but it's something that I can continue to work on. So let's look at this some more. So in the other day, I mentioned some molar technique and how you like initiate almost from the elbow, depending on what you're playing. And you can kind of see that here, that whipping motion with the wrists, kind of like following through with the hand. So that's something that I demonstrated in more detail the other day. Was that Friday? Wednesday. Okay, so this is it slower, at a slower BPM. So again, this is way flatter than I'd like it to be. So I need to continue to work on that. The thumb height is getting better. It's slightly higher, just slightly. Just enough for my OCD to detect it. But you can see it's still a little bit flatter here than it is right over here. So that's something that I'll continue to refine. On Tuesday's stream, which will be a technique one, tomorrow is tenors, and then Monday is drum kit. So Tuesday will be the next time I do this. Oh, let's see. Let me see if I can pause it. Here. See how much flatter that is? So this is at an angle, and this is much flatter. So, yeah. Stuff to work on. That's okay. That's why we're doing this. These are practice streams, after all. Hence why it says practice stream. Cool. Let's go back to my website. So jaredoleary.com/drum. Oh, thank you, whoever liked that. Appreciate you. If you go up to the links page, you can also find it here. Boop. And just go to the drumming play-alongs. So this is also neatly organized. Like, if you want to see what kind of sticks I'm using, you go to /gear and you go to percussion, and boom, you can jump right to, well, what kind of pad am I using? What kind of drumsticks? I'm using the Hardeman hammer sticks, which are chopsticks, etc. So these are affiliate links, so I do get some kickback from Amazon for that if you use them, and so it helps me out at no cost to you. But the thing that I want to chop out with is on my website, jaredoleary.com/drum. And I'm going to play, last time I did float drag variations yesterday. Da-da-da-da-ba-ba-da. Do I want to do a grid variation? How about a cheese after an accent, and we'll do 1-4 variation of 16th note grid. Boop. So there are 28 variations of cheese grid for just 16th note. There's also some for triplet. But I'm going to do cheese after an accent. Not going to do the 4-2-1 variation. I'm going to do backwards grid, so 1-2-4. So we'll do this one. And we'll unmute you. And again, all of the play-alongs, if you just go into the timestamps, you can jump to whatever BPM you want and start playing along to it. I'll tap off for you. So let's do this. And I'm going to intentionally try and find a breaking point, and then I'm going to call it. Why to stop? Oh, it's it. I was like, why is it going so slow? Well, Jared, it's going 4 times slower than normal because you have it set to that. Meh. Something happened on the first measure. I don't know what. I'll find out when I review this stream later. Stay tuned. Wait. Oh, Oh, no. That's what happened. It's a mistake. Oh, I gotta fix that. So that should be a cheese, not a flame drag. Yikes. Jared, how could you? Alright. Well. I should have that done by today, I think. So stay tuned. We'll fix that. Whoopsies. Don't want to keep playing it if it's going to have that mistake. Let's do the 4-2-1 version. So this is the normal grid for what you typically might hear or play. Oh, you're not going to jump up? All right, fine. Everything's fine. Whoops. This one's not as fun as the 1-2-4 variation, in my opinion. You might get more joy out of it than I do. And that's okay, we're different people. Pad is sliding to the left. Tenor pad, that is. Alright, let's try 120. I don't know what my breaking point's going to be on this one. Probably 130. Like my crash and burn, get out the fire extinguisher breaking point. A little late on the release. I just kind of got lazy with it, I guess. Jared, don't get lazy. Okay, Jared. I won't. Kind of the opposite of lazy in real life. Better than I thought it was going to go. I might be able to squeak out 130. If that's the case, then 135 will be the crash point. Stay tuned. Whoa, mental. Yeah, we'll just do a dance. While we wait. Alright, let's try that again. Too fast. Too furious. If anyone wants to play along to Cheese After an Accent grid or several hundred more grid variations, if you just go to jaredoleary.com/drum, you'll find thousands of hours of free drumming content, play-alongs, lessons, etc. So, link at the top of the screen. If you want to see what I'm streaming and when I'm streaming next, if you go to /schedule, or when is my next stream, apparently it will load slowly, but once the embedded calendar loads, you'll be able to see these times in Eastern time, and if you click on them, then you can expand it, and it will allow you to figure out what platforms I'm streaming on live simultaneously. Interestingly, most of the engagement was on Twitch today. Usually it's on YouTube, so I appreciate everybody stopping by across the different platforms and whatnot. There we go, look at that. So tonight I'll be doing some Fortnite, 9 o'clock Eastern time. That's the plan, maybe with the wifey. She sounds like she was interested in doing that, but we'll see. Yeah, and if you want to see what kind of sticks, pads, all that stuff that I'm using, if you go to /gear or just go up to gear I use, you can just click on percussion and jump straight to there, or you can see all the other stuff like the drum triggers and mics, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to call it here. Again, I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate everybody who shares all of the free content that I create, all the computer science, drumming, and gaming content, because it's content I enjoy making. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.